Welcome back to the channel. I'm here at the Tesla showroom in Dublin, and it is between the Tesla Model Y, but also we're here to look at the Tesla Model 3, the new edition. Project Highland is what it's called. Utilising a new camera today and didn't get the microphone working, so hence why this is voiceover. So stick around, we're going to have a look around the outside and the inside and look at all the things that have changed on the brand new Tesla Model 3. Nevo's thrilled to announce that we're launching Ireland's first ever electric vehicle show in partnership with Bank of Ireland on Saturday the 17th of February 2024 in the RDS in Dublin. On the day, view more than 20 EV manufacturer brands showcasing their latest models and technology, chat to industry experts from finance, insurance, home and public charging, alternative e-mobility solutions and much more. Whether you're looking to make the switch now or starting to think about driving electric, we'll help you make the right decision. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. So Tesla Model 3, it is in a new 5 colours. You can see them in the background there: a white, a grey, a blue, a black and a red. And the grey is now called Stealth Grey. It's a different colour. And the red is now this ultra red. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And when we put it up against the likes of the Tesla Model Y that's right beside it, you can kind of see the difference, kind of like a multi-layer. This one I feel is a bit winier. The one we're looking at today is the standard range Tesla Model 3, and this has a WLTP of 513 kilometers, has an acceleration of 6.1 seconds to 100, and it is rear-wheel drive. The weight of this car is 1,765 kgs, and it has a height of 1,441 millimeters and a length of 4,720, with a width with the folded mirrors of 1,933. You can see there the Model Y in the traditional red, whereas this ultra red. I think it's absolutely stunning looking. And then there is the long range version, and that will be coming in at 629 WLTP with a slightly faster acceleration of 4.4 seconds and a weight of 1,828 kgs. Pretty much everything else is the same though on it. So this new Tesla Model 3, or Project Highland is what it was codenamed, but it's just now the new Model 3, or the Model 3. It comes in, it's 50% of it parts have been updated or improved. Has a new sleeker, slimmer headlight, way better aerodynamics and efficiency and sound improvement. That's what it's actually all about. But aesthetically it's looking different as well. So you can see the sleeker LED daytime running light is much bigger, and you've got the high-low beam module then as well. Underneath you don't have that slot for the aero along the side creating the curtain along. You literally just have the aero slot at the bottom for the battery cooling. No more fog lights as well, so you can see that difference. Has a front end underneath, 82 litres if I'm not mistaken. Comes in 18 and 19 inch alloy wheels, and these are the new 18 inch, and the 19 inch are those kind of brushed aluminium with the grey inserts. It also has a slight dip or a crease in the top of the bonnet just to increase that airflow over it. Panoramic sunroof, and yeah, just gorgeous. Pretty similar silhouette on the side, but down at the rear then you have those tail lights, which are totally new badging system. But what I want to do is, yeah, you can see down along the side there. Gorgeous. Tyres have been specially formulated for the Model 3, so they have a quieter composition and more efficient. You have sound being a big thing they wanted to pick up on. You have now insulated glass in the rear doors as well, and also in the sunroof and in the rear glass over the bonnet, or sorry, over the trunk or the boot lid. And so sound, be that from the tyres, be that from outside, etc. You can see the charging flap. On the standard battery, it's a maximum of 170 kilowatt DC fast charging, and on the larger battery, long range, that is 250 kilowatt. 10 to 80% in 24 minutes on the standard range, and 10 to 80% on the 22 minutes. Beautiful rear built in, and you don't have the Tesla logo anymore. You can see it over here in the Model Y. It's now that nameplate with Tesla written out. You would have seen this in the past. A lot of people would have modified their own Tesla Model 3 to have this automatic tail lift. Let me put on the hazard lights actually, so you can see. Close the charging flap, and then hazard lights up here. And once we go around the front, you can see what it looks like indicator wise. in underneath that daytime running light below the low beam module. So yeah, very nice. Much bigger, easier to see, which I think is important. Down along the side, it's in that side camera, and then at the rear, the taillights built in. Yeah, again, much bigger, easier to see. And then when you open the power tail lift, because the lights are attached to that, it moves down to the bottom. Underneath, you can see it's where the fog lights and the reversing lights are. So at least there's some element of lighting when the boot or the trunk is open. So we go in and turn off the hazard lights. And let's go back and have a look at that boot. I don't know why I closed it. I didn't need to. But yeah, I think it looks really well. So boot about 600 litres and then another 80 litres in the front. So about 680 odd litres between the two, 60-40 split, subfloor in underneath. Yeah, good space, good size. Tesla Model 3 always has its detractors because it is a hatch. Oh, sorry, it's not a hatch, it's a saloon, apologies. But nothing wrong with that space and getting stuff in and getting stuff out. But if you do want bigger space and bigger access, it is the Tesla Model Y that might be for you. But Tesla Model 3 still has its fans. It's got the flush door handles. And so let's talk about the interior. Build quality, fit and finish is way improved. You can see here, let me turn off. New steering wheel as well, so everything's touch sensitive. There are now stalks, and so when you touch the headlights, it's on the screen, and then it pops up a little sub menu. So no lighting stalks and no driver stalks as well. So everything is built into the actual console. This is the key now. It's not behind the. It's up on top where the induction charging is. That's the new place for your turning it on, turning it off. So it's now engaged. So the lighting indicators are left and right. Interesting on roundabouts, looking forward to test driving it. There are no right-hand drive models in Ireland yet, so we will be test driving that. And then for the lights, you can see when I press it, it flashes them, and then when you press it, it brings up a little sub menu underneath here. So very much like the wipers as well. It brings up a sub menu, and then when you don't need it, it pops it away. Some people like it, some people don't. You've got the camera, you've got your cruise control, and you've got your voice assistant on the right-hand side. You've got a new horn. Yeah, nice. It's going to take some getting used to, but people that have gotten it have liked it. And then for drive, because there isn't a forward and reverse, it is slide along the front and then slide for going reverse. It can sense if it's parked by a wall, and it knows if it has to reverse out or drive out. It kind of knows automatically. And then if that fails, there are some buttons up on top here. You can see once I start activating it, give me 2 seconds and it'll engage. There you go, park, reverse, neutral, drive. So that's up in the head unit then as well, if this, for whatever reason, the screen doesn't happen. So fit and finish and feel of fabrics, it's squishy on the top. You've got an LED light that runs all the way along, and you can choose multiple colors on that. Questions I've been asked is, does that still engage, or what's that like when you're driving at nighttime? Really nice inlay door card here. You've got your door opener, and you've got your front and rear window operators, and then a handle then if the button, a release button for the door as well. Underneath then there's this clip I spotted, and it's to do with the side impact protection. It kind of locks the door in to its slot, which is interesting. Potentially something to do with sound insulation as well. And now you also have a blind spot indicator in that speaker grill. So again, can't really show you when I'm not driving it, but there's a little light. This fabric can be light or dark, and it's customizable. The air vents are now obviously still the same as the Mode 1, but what you can do is the passenger side, if you hold it down, you can turn that side off if you're the only one in the actual car. So small little updates like this are incremental improvements, and as much as this is a midlife crisis, it is continuously updating firmware and then also hardware out of the factories, whether it's China, whether it's Germany, whether it's the US. You've got dual induction charging, you've got a better premium feel, you've got your 12-volt socket in there, and it's a really nice split. You've got your LED light, you've got your cup holders. Yeah, lovely. And soft close. And then in underneath the armrest, you have your USB Type-C, and that's a 65 watt. So it's not Mickey Mouse. It is definitely something that if you wanted to run a laptop, 65 watt is. New seats, perforated, because they're now ventilated and heated. And now I'm going to spend about, a good 80 or 90 seconds trying to figure out where the glove box button is. And it was there, but for some reason I can't see it. So we're just going to talk about it. The screen itself is brighter, it's more responsive, it has a smaller bezel than the existing or legacy model. So again, continuously updating it, continuously improving it. There's the glove box opening. A bit narrower than I thought it was going to be, but nice and wide. Yeah, good. Beautiful on the inside. Really looking forward to taking it out for a drive, just to experience the steering wheel, but also the sound and the comfort with those tyres. It's the traditional door handles. Some people like them, some people don't. Again, a nice marked improvement in the quality, and it's not like when you get back into the rear things start to slacken off. That's definitely not the case here with the Model 3. Really nice feel to everything. And so you've got your two ISOFIX, you've got your in the rear as well. It's nice that you now have an 8-inch screen for the passengers, and it controls a number of different things. So it can be air conditioning, you can turn that on or off. You also have the ability to heat either seat either side. You've got the ability to control, but then you also have Netflix streaming services, and that will prioritize into the rear of the cabin. On the standard range, it's 9 speakers, and on the long range, it's a 14 speaker system, and you've got dual 65 watt USB Type-C chargers then in the rear. Magazine holder behind the seats, flat floor. Yeah, lovely. Bit tight. I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters. So with that seat now, it has come back for me. Headroom, not bad either, even with the slope, because it's all glass. You can see that the thigh support isn't great, just with the position of that seat. But my feet find it difficult to get underneath as well. But you'd survive. I'm not the norm height. I'm slightly taller than the norm. So that screen is good to have. And then what else have we got in the back here? Oh, we've got this new armrest. You just literally bring it forward, and there is no ski hatch, but it's solid, but it has the dual cup holders in underneath then as well. It's got the central beam, and it has the touch sensitive reading lights, and it also has some coat hooks. No arm handles, grab handles on anywhere. Very much about efficiency, but good. Very impressed with it. I saw this at the IAA in Munich back in October, and then I also saw it at Fully Charged Amsterdam, Fully Charged Europe Live. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Jump into the comments. Is it something that you're thinking about? Obviously a bit more competition now with the BYD Seal in certain markets, but yeah, they've definitely stepped it up. And I think you're going to see a lot of these. These are available to order now, and they're going to be delivered in January, February of 2024. I've seen them on the road. I was at a press launch in Spain last month, and I saw one, whether that was just a test drive, but they're being delivered already. Yeah, I think this colour really, really stands out, and I think obviously this is why they've picked it for the showroom. It's what was at Fully Charged Live in Amsterdam as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed that look around, a bit more in-depth, understanding the different changes. The prices in Ireland are 43,000 for your standard range and just over 50,000 for the long range. The improvements are noise-wise, it's a 30% reduction in wind noise, 25% reduction in impact noise like speed bumps, etc., and a 20% reduction in road noise. It's 8% more efficient than the outgoing legacy model. So WLTP is 513 kilometers for the rear-wheel drive and 629 for the dual motor long range model. Yeah, sorry about the audio. I figured it out since. The microphone was on mute, which is always delightful, but it was under a bit of pressure to get this done. They allowed me into the after hours, and getting a new camera I should have prepped beforehand. But anyway, hopefully the voiceover has gone through exactly what I said to myself. I'm not sure how much lip syncing was going on, but it is what it was, and looking forward to driving it. Should have a drive on the channel very shortly. Like the channel, subscribe, share, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.